Hey everyone, today I'll be talking about Boxtock versus Clayton County. What, when, where? Boxtock versus Clayton County is a landmark 2020 U.S. Supreme Court case that held the firing of someone for being gay or transgender violated Title VII of the Civil Rights Act of 1964, which prohibits sex-based discrimination in the workplace. A decade of positive performance did not prevent Gerald Boxtock from losing his job with Clayton County, Georgia, after joining a gay softball league in response to criticism and discriminatory remarks about his sexual orientation. Boxtock was terminated for alleged quote-unquote conduct unbecoming. Believing his termination resulted from discrimination, Boxtock filed a complaint with the EEOC and later sued under Title VII of the Civil Rights Act. Due to the fact that Title VII does not cover sexual orientation, the district court dismissed his case. Legal precedent bound the 11th Circuit to uphold the dismissal. 3 plaintiffs sued over terminations following revealing their sexual orientations or gender identities: Gerald Boxtock, Donald Zarda, and Amy Steffens. As a result of the court's 6-3 ruling, the discrimination is illegal under federal law since it's inherently based on sex. A major victory for LGBTQ rights was achieved when the ruling extended job protections to millions of LGBTQ workers nationwide. Now on to pros and cons of the plaintiff, Boxtock. To start off with pros: clear discriminatory context. He faced open criticism for his sexual orientation and joining a gay softball league, which helps shows a possible discriminatory motive behind his termination. Secondly, national significance. His case contributed to a larger legal question about whether Title VII protects LGBTQ workers, ultimately helping secure broader civil rights protections through the Supreme Court. Lastly, courage and persistence. Bostock represented himself in filing the lawsuit and continued to fight through appeals, showing determination and strong belief in his cause. Now on to cons. Initial dismissal. His case was dismissed at the district court level, meaning he had to fight an uphill battle from the start without initial court support. Secondly, no direct evidence of discrimination. While there were remarks and timing that suggested bias, the county claimed that his termination was due to unrelated quote-unquote conduct, so proving direct discrimination was challenging. Lastly, lengthy legal battle. The case took years to reach Supreme Court, from his firing in 2013 to the final ruling in 2020, meaning he had to wait a long time for justice to go through significant personal and legal stress. On to pros and cons of the defendant, Clayton County, Georgia. To start off with the pros, no clear admission of bias. There was no documented or recorded statement directly linking the termination to Boxtock's sexual orientation from high-level officials, which made it harder to prove initial discrimination. Secondly, court favor. When the case began, courts in the 11th Circuit had held the Title VII did not cover sexual orientation discrimination. The county could rely on this precedent to argue even if discrimination occurred, it wasn't legally actionable under the Title VII. Lastly, reasons for termination. The county claimed Boxtock was terminated due to issues uncovered in the financial audit, not because of his sexual orientation. This gave them seemingly legitimate, non-discriminatory reasons for the firing. Now on to the cons. Timing and context. Boxtock was fired shortly after joining a gay softball league and receiving criticism for it. The timing raised doubts about real motive of his termination. Secondly, work environment. There were reports of derogatory comments made about Boxtock's sexual orientation in front of supervisors, suggesting a potential discriminatory workplace culture that the county didn't address. Lastly, lack of transparency. The county claimed a financial audit justified his firing, but did not publicly release detailed findings. This made the justification appear potentially pretextual, a cover for discrimination. Now I would go on to talk about my opinion on the case. My opinion on the case is that no one should ever be told that they cannot work anywhere simply due to the gender that they like. This itself doesn't determine the work performance of Boxtock or anyone in that factor. Additionally, businesses that fail to comply with the outcome of this case will only create reputational damage onto themselves. Overall, this case underscores the need for businesses to foster diversity and environments where everyone is welcome in this increasingly social conscious world. This is my works cited page. Feel free to use any of these resources to further depthen your information on this case. There is also a YouTube video included if you want to watch that as well. This is the end of my presentation on Boxtock versus Clayton County, Georgia. I hope I helped with anything that y'all needed, and I hope y'all are having a blessed day.